Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
This podcast is the most powerful weapon of destruction in the two Paizo game universes. It was grown on the SF-1E cluster, and it is ruled by a shadowy GM. This is our adventures as the cast wafts through space, eating planets, and being all about some sex on this week's episode of Cosmic Lex. This is your Prince of a GM, Patrick, here, challenging you to games of chess, and joining me on the bridge of a 10-kilometer-long space dragonfly are my 5 friends and your players. To my far left, he's a level 4 security technician with the keys to the kingdom. It's Jabert, jabbering away as Jamfram H. Tweedle.
Howdy, howdy.
Across the digital table from me, a super sexy love slave spliced with reptile DNA. It's Miles, make him believe as a redacted X.
Good evening.
To my right, an undead warrior who's the last of his kind. Why, it's Tyler, talking as Pradier G.
Hello there.
To my immediate left, the disembodied robot head, ready to throw out a quip. We got Drew, dying to play Zilix 790.
Hey, I've been working on my Canadian accent. Want to hear it?
And across from him, a convicted cannibal stowaway, ready to pirate your ship from out under you, is none other than Rebecca, rolling with Asher and Skyrada.
Hello.
Yeah, Lex, everyone's favorite weird 90s Canadian sci-fi show.
I feel like it started as a couple of TV movies, and then they made the series because they recast the main girl in it. Zev, was that her name? Was her name Zev?
It was originally Zev with a Z. And then when she was like recloned and got her new body, it was Zeb with an X. But yeah, the first season, quote unquote season, is like 3 movies that they like cut up into episodes, I think, afterwards, and have some very interesting star power. Rutger Hauer is in one of the movies, and Barry Bostwick's in another. Tim Curry shows up as like a side character.
The entire style of the whole thing was really wild.
I loved it. I was stuck to. I mean, there's like really nothing like it on TV. It's like comedic.
As it got into later seasons, they went to Earth, but it was like a super political Earth that I think somebody ran for president.
Yes, yeah, like the big bad was. It was very good. I really did enjoy it, and I'm waiting to go back through at some point. No one knows what I'm talking about except
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Drew, maybe Miles.
I'm waiting for this conversation to end.
You, Jabert, I'm sorry. I'm putting it over you. You don't know about No Lex.
All 4 seasons are on Amazon Prime as we record. So
what are we doing? Why don't we just do
coming
a watch
soon to
party?
The More You Nerd.
Probably.
Yeah.
We're a Lex podcast now.
I wouldn't put it past us.
Let's talk about Lex, baby. That's the name of the podcast.
Yeah, there you go. Don't be stealing my music.
How about we, instead of talking about Lex for the next 3 hours until midnight, we talk about what happened last time on Cosmic Crit. You guys ready?
No.
Okay. You all walked out into the storage port of the Azlanti base after being let in by Antio Atro, one of the members of the Lost exploration team. As you examined a number of crates full of building materials, Pradier comprehended languages to translate a chest marked first aid, and you found a number of magical healing items. The party was crashed, though, by a fully pneumatic automaton construct, setting its sights on destroying you all. Redacted blasted a burning bolt of blazing laser first through it, fully catching it on fire, and it moved around, firing on you all with its range accelerator rifle integrated right arm. After the fight, you all explore the base, finding mummified remains with severe radiation burns, and then met the survivors, including a once dead and now undead Oscana. They explain that a night void vampire attacked them and made off with an unconscious Alindra. So you all agree to seek the legend out. And go together. Go adventure into the base together. Rebecca, you don't want to play Anchor? You want to go right at the first?
No, I haven't had a good track record lately. I'm going to say it's not a night void vampire. It is a void shard vampire.
Oh, I wish I could give it to you, Rebecca. I wish I could give it to you. That is not correct.
Yeah, Rebecca. Oskana has become a void shard vampire.
This is a hard one. It's a hard one, but you have to learn this lesson.
Yeah.
That I will give you. That is one of the things that's wrong. But it's not what turned her into the void shard. What else is wrong with this? Anybody else? There's some tricky ones. There's things that happened once. Some other names here.
We didn't all agree to go seek the legend out. In fact, there is some dissent about that.
Well, once
Specifically,
again,
Redacted did not want to go seek Alindra out.
Once again, I don't think you voiced that opinion as Redacted, even though we might assume that is Redacted.
No, Redacted absolutely said, "Nah, I'm good." Like,
I feel like
let's go forward.
Radier actually had no.
Radier also said no to Alindra.
But here we are at the beginning of the episode. You all are going to do that. So incorrect, Miles. Way to go. Way to throw it one there.
We did not all agree. I think people are begrudgingly going, but we did not agree on this.
I'm sorry. You begrudgingly what?
We're begrudgingly going, I guess, because I don't
begrudgingly agreed to go. Yes,
no,
you're
because
correct.
I don't remember we said that we were doing that. Because I remember I was arguing after the end of the episode about what to do.
Let's just take the F and
at this point we need a perfect game from Drew, Tyler, and Jabert to get you.
We're prompt.
Get you that point, that re-roll.
Drew, Jabert.
Oh yeah, it was the automaton was not pneumatic in nature. It was clockwork.
I've got written down here clockwork springs, Jaberts. Putting a point on the board.
Putting a point on the board.
Pressure's on you, Drew.
Yeah, no, because I'm looking at everything.
Tyler, you could do one.
I'm looking at everything and it's like, oh, that matches my notes. That matches my notes. Either I took terrible notes or
Patrick's getting.
Yeah, I need that. I need
clever.
that re-roll. Give it up. Tyler's not even looking at his notes. Tyler's looking at like some other book. What is that book, Tyler?
This?
Yeah.
I collect
old thing.
I collect sumo cards. So this is my
You were just flipping through that
card set.
in the episode?
Yeah, it sits here right at my desk, so I often look at it when you guys are talking.
That's awesome. Do you or Drew have one? Otherwise, I'm getting that episode reroll.
See, you said it was crates full of building materials, but I've got it as crates full of construction materials. There's a very distinct difference between those two things.
Well, I would say normally yes, but I have written down other very inane, super particular things. This is not a storage port; it is a loading bay that you guys had the fight in. You did not find a chest of first aid. Found a cabinet. Well, why didn't you say that, Tyler?
Because if Drew couldn't say something, then what's the point of me saying something?
Oh, you could have stopped me from getting the episode reroll.
Oh, but that's not fun. I want you to have fun. I'm an ally. I'm a bro.
Since when?
Do you have another one, Tyler? Do you want
Since we started playing Destiny again, Miles.
do you want to throw out another one?
No, that was mine. I don't. The only other thing I can say, I don't know if it's what you were looking for, but I thought the name of the creature that we're supposed to go hunt down was called like a. It's a really hard to pronounce name, like a Siendur.
It's pronounced Gilbert.
I'm going to give it to you guys because I definitely pronounced it incorrectly, and I have the correct pronunciation here. Skeidunar.
Yeah, I tried my best to.
Nobody gets episode reroll. Tyler doesn't want me to have fun, apparently. Way to go, Tyler.
I'm not a bro or an ally.
The other thing I had wrong is it did not fully catch on fire. It just got the burning condition because it was a natural 19 that Redacted blasted him with. But this week's episode sees you all creeping through the ancient cog-lined hallways connecting the two domes of the clockwork at Azlanti base after having all agreed between last week and this week to go find Alindra and stop whatever it is that is controlling this base.
Definitely everybody wanted to do it, for sure.
And that's what it's in my notes.
Redacted drives off back to the colony.
I remember when Redacted pulled out their very colorful pom-poms to cheer for the decision that we were making. It was a really out of character moment, but it was fun to see.
Acted actively against this.
Barely not. Here goes your character marching down the hallway. With you is, of course,
stand still. Redacted is not moving.
Oh man, this is gonna be
We're splitting the party.
Hard fight. With you is Oskana, of course, the mayor of Plostov, the victim of the monster that stalks this Mooney mausoleum of the Azlanti. I've got her figure marked here. I think I googled vampire android or something, robot vampire or something along those
Pandroid.
lines. Pan? Like a what about a van? A van?
No, the Pandroid.
V is or P?
You said
is
vampire android, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Pandroid.
The Pandroid. Okay, makes more sense. I thought you said the Pandroid, and I was like, "What's a Pandroid?"
No. The Japan droids are a band, but no, just the Pandroid.
The vampy vamp droid. Yeah, so she's with you, and indeed, she strikes up a conversation as you're kind of sneaking along here, and says, "When we came through, we were ambushed." But thankfully, this place has been ticking along, I guess, for centuries. It seemed like everyone here died all at once, and quite violently. We noted radiation burns, but with our medic gone, I figured that the mystery of what happened here might be taken with us to our grave. Did any of you see the bodies?
Yeah, we did. We took a cursory medical glance, also noted the signs of severe radiation on their mummified remains.
Do you have any theories of what killed the Azlanti here? Have you seen anything like that?
No, I don't think we have.
No one in this party died to radiation of any kind, and
Never heard of it. Never heard of
Zilix
it.
just kind of looks
nothing
around,
weird happened.
looks around awkwardly, like, no, of course not.
Oh, right. So you guys get connected up over to the second dome here. It's where the hallway that we're starting in. There's a couple of doors on the moon westerly wall, one on the east and one at the far end of the hallway here. Where would you like to go?
Which rooms have treasure in them?
Drew, I
Good
think
question.
you know the answer to that is some of them, and some of them are bathrooms. So you have fun exploring and finding out which is which. Sometimes the bathrooms have treasure in them.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Make sure to look under the toilet seat. That's all I got to say.
That's why the Borderlands series are the best games of all time.
I've been playing so much Fallout, and I open every bathroom stall, and half the time there's a freaking bomb in them.
Are there really?
Like a big duty.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, like a trip mine or a
Like it's booby trap.
Oh, I do not remember. I do not remember
Like
that.
a duty trap.
That's the one. Yeah.
Good time.
Dude, that's chemical warfare. You can't be doing that.
So what would you guys like to do? Where would you like to go?
I guess we'll take room by room as we come to them.
Yeah.
This one first.
Okay. Do you want to do these ones on the western wall here first? Because you're actually kind of past one.
Yeah.
Whoop, right
Yeah, we can
behind
do
you
that.
here.
Oh,
Whoop. Open them all up because they are very similar rooms. As you take a look inside, they look like domiciles. Is that what these are? Wait, let me read from the actual AP. I won't short you there by using descriptions. Yeah, individual rooms that seem to be only for a single person. Each one here you see as you open up these sliding doors contains a bed, a desk, a small bureau, maybe some clothing over the bureau. Looking through, I'm guessing you're poking about in them. Is that right?
Gonna look around.
Zillig's like stripping the bed down.
I mean, he's not Knack. He's if anything, he's crawling on the ceiling just to see if there's anything.
Do the computers work?
Let's see here. One is says there's one that's larger, but all these look the same size to me. So let's say this middle one you get to is actually slightly longer, perhaps than two on each side. And indeed, the personal computer Sitting on the desk is a blocky gear-covered device with a cord that seems to plug into the wall behind it. And as you go over to look at the keyboard, all of its letters are in Azlanti script, which I think we've determined you can't speak. But how long does comprehend languages last? Is it hours?
I believe it's an hour. I believe it's hours per level. Let me
That'd
check.
be very good. Can you double check that? Because I think we still have that in.
Wow. No, it is 10 minutes per level. So that is worn off.
Well, you guys, did you rest overnight or no? I forget.
I think we talked about it. I think it.
I don't remember going to bed, but
yeah. So I think what we decided was that if we were going to hightail it to the gateway, we should just go now. But I think if we're not in a hurry, we could rest, because I don't know if your friendly neighborhood. I mean, not that any of my spells matter, because none of these things have brains. But I think I am running low on spells.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you wanted to rest at the very least, all you'd have to do is 8 hours. Do you want to cast it again here?
Gosh, it's only 10 minutes per.
Well, I mean, if you have it now, we could cast it to go through the computer, and then we could rest, and you could get it back for further adventuring.
That's not how that works, true.
Yeah, that would be using current knowledge to make a previous decision.
Right. Well, are we not talking about? Would we not? I know we as players are talking about going to bed, but would our party not also be talking about going to bed?
Yeah, but we would have made that decision when we were back in the secure.
I was about to say,
room.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, some of you wanted to take a rest last time, and at the very least, you can get back your RPSP resting up in that room. So,
yeah, is there anybody else that needs a rest, or is it just Praetor?
I could use a rest.
I'll take a rest. Why not?
Yeah.
For RP.
I think that's why we talked about that.
Okay.
Now, are we taking an actual rest, or are we 10-minuting?
No, I mean, I think
this is a snooze.
Yeah, talking
We're
about
pulling a
hot
fallout
bedding.
and sleeping in random beds that we found.
Do we get all of our resolve back, or just one point? All of it?
Whole caboodle.
Yes, and you get technically HP equal to your level. It's the only thing that doesn't fully max back up HP. Okay, so Tyler, did you want to cast it again now that you're back up on spells?
What do we think, folks? If I cast it now and we don't go through the whole thing in what level are we? 4? Are we level 6?
5.
Yeah. No, level 6.
Oh, 5.
6.
What level are we?
1,
6.
2.
Yeah, we're 6.
3, 4.
Okay.
5.
Okay. So this will last an hour. So that's probably, hopefully, the whole facility, I guess. So yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
I have to take Azlanti on next level up.
Maybe yeah. You just you'll just understand it after having read it so long here in these quarters. Yeah, taking a look at it, indeed, covered in Azlanti. There's a thick screen. Once you hit the button, that kind of pops up from the desk, and a small crank that protrudes out the side of the machine. You guys can make me a computers, an engineering, or mysticism check to kind of recognize this for what it is. Anybody wants to roll any of those?
It's a 22 on my computer's check.
Tyler, I think you would get a little bit of a bonus on mysticism, knowing the language.
Let me hit you with a big number.
Big enough.
25.
11 on the dice. Yes, this is a DC 26 to recognize this indeed as a kind of magical hybrid clockwork computer. It doesn't seem to have anything in it, though, as you're looking through it, that resembles data storage. So this is like maybe for sending commands of some sort. But as you look through the desk beneath this, you find about 6 or 7 sheets of hard, inflexible kind of plastic with hundreds and hundreds of tiny little rectangular holes on them. And you're pretty sure, gathering from the way that many ancient computers worked, these are a crude method of data storage of some sort, kind of like an old punch card from our Earth's computers. And
your puny Earth computers.
I think with you and Redacted working on this problem, you're pretty sure that if you put these, fed these into the crank beneath the computer, these punch sheets indeed can be read on the screen.
Let's crank.
All right. This seems to be a personal log from someone named Captain Zeneus. Indeed, the dates used in the entry are of an archaic calendar that you are unsure of, like when exactly this is, but this dates this to potentially thousands of years old as part of the ancient Azlanti Empire. And this report from the captain states that their chief engineer on site was detecting some low-level background kind of radiation in the facility, despite, their magical shielding supposed to being able to take care of that. But they were not able to find a source internally or externally that was causing these readings. And they kind of shut down the base's operation to begin a search day and night, kind of combing over the outside of the moon, looking for maybe like debris or some kind of downed starship, as they were stuck here in some way, shape, or form. It seemed like they did not have means to get away from this base.
Looking like a familiar tale.
All right. In Captain Zeneus's room, you guys will make me a perception check. You're going to have to earn finding this treasure, Drew. You're going to have to earn it. It is kind of hidden.
I have to earn it, will I?
Or Redacted will earn it for you. Oh, no, Zilix earned it. Natural 20 from Drew.
I bet it's an urn. I bet it's somebody's ashes.
Oh, nice.
I bet it's a rock.
Thank you.
What if it's the ashes of a rock?
Like dirt? Is that what dirt is?
that's what the ashes of a rock
Dirt
are.
is just
yeah.
rock ashes.
That's all I'm referring to it from now on.
You see what looks like it's like tucked in the back of the captain's drawer. You see something that looks perhaps like it should be on the show Lex and not in a PG-13 Starfinder.
I think the captain should pull his pants up if he's got something sticking out of his drawers.
Yeah. It's a 12-inch rod.
Oh my!
Sticking out of his.
Put it back in his drawers.
Kind of, like a geometric patterns you can see swirling inside. Somewhat conical, maybe a hexagonal rod. It is capped with gold on each end, and you can determine this is a magic item, I'm guessing.
Magic wand.
Everyone might think he was the key.
Why don't you make me a mysticism check? I'll tell you if you can understand what this thing is. And in the meantime, I'll tell you the other thing you find, because you've rolled well enough. In another desk drawer underneath some destroyed clothing that's just kind of falls apart due to age, you find a collection of fine jewelry worth 3,000 credits.
Ooh,
Nice.
some money.
So I'll go ahead and put that in your guys' loot table as Azlanti gems.
And P-gems.
Okay. And Pradier also rocking a great mysticism check. This magical rod is a restoring rod. Also throw that in your loot table.
What is a restoring rod?
Yeah, and holding the rod after you roll dice to determine the number of hit points or the amount of ability damage restored by a spell or effect you create, you can activate the rod if any of those dice have a 1 or 2. In doing so, in part of the same action that took to cast the spell or create the effect, you can spend a resolve point to add 2 to each die with a 1 or a 2. Once per day, it can be activated to gain the benefits without requiring using the resolve point. So you can use it basically once free per day. Pretty good one for healers. Pretty good item in general. But let's see. So determine the number of hit points of an ability or an amount of ability by a special effect you can create. A spell or effect you can create. So I don't think this can be used on items, but anything that does healing, like say Mystic's spell, you can use and basically not re-roll 1s or 2s, just add 2 to them. So basically you're only rolling 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7 or 8 or whatever, on your rolls for healing. So I'm guessing Pradier's taking that, but
What's it called?
restoring rod, which we've been talking about. It's in the The loot pile.
Oh, thank you, because I was just writing it down.
Story.
Old Looty Pooty.
Right. So that's what you find in these rooms over here. Do you want to head across the hallway?
Yes, and please.
Yeah. Let's find this man something to read.
You know what it is. This is the only place besides the library that you go to read. You found the bathroom.
It's the turlet.
The
El
multiple
Baño.
bathrooms. It looks like indeed it's for several people, multiple stalls, urinals. And I don't think the water is still here. I think it's pretty bone dry. Tyler, it seems like Bradyard's jumped into a stall.
Yeah,
Moving your character between them.
Sampling.
You claiming your territory?
Yeah.
Now, we talked about this earlier. Is this one of these bathrooms that has treasure in it?
This is not marked on the map, so I don't think so.
Okay.
It looks like we have gold toilets and a gold bathtub.
Yeah.
They're yellow.
Surely we can harvest that metal.
I don't think that's a good color for bathrooms.
Yeah.
Oscana is like, I don't think you'll find anything there. I think we want to move deeper into the dome.
You're right. I'll put my hand deeper into the toilet.
No, oh no, please don't do that.
Look,
That's
I found
the opposite
something.
of what I-
It's a crocodile. Oh, the rumors were true.
Oh, no, they were
the
right.
Baby Ruth bar. I got that going for me. Yeah, do you guys want to move to the door to the north of the hallway?
Sure.
Get in there, Tank, Asher, and Sky.
Yes.
Oh, I've made that mistake before. I'm not doing it again.
No, you
No,
go
I'll go
first,
first.
right? You see another long hallway. It opens up into a east-west corridor where you see it branches off into a couple more directions, north and south. See two doors on the north, one on the south side of this hallway, looking out towards Moon West.
Well, there's a door right in front of us. Would be a shame not to
Open it.
open it.
Are you opening it, Tyler?
No, I summon bodyguard and warrior Jamfram.
I'll open it, sir. I open it.
Thank you.
Should we have our weapons drawn before we open these doors?
I draw my weapon
Yes.
before I open this door.
Drawing your weapon. Okay.
I'm going to draw my sword and my shield.
Right.
Okay.
I pull
Let's
out my
see those
gun.
artist-
Opening up this door. Shark. It opens with a start, and you see what looks like the scariest of rooms in this entire facility.
Another turlet.
This room is split in two by a very long counter. There are several rows of shelves behind it, and a section of the counter looks like it can be lifted up to step beyond it. This is a store of some sort, a storage container area, perhaps the requisitions office of this base.
Let's get to looting.
Yeah, it looks like it will take some time looking through all these drawers and little shelves here. Most of the stuff you come across first here just looks like it's kind of falling apart. Like a lot of things in this base, held together by the magic that seemed to bind it. But indeed, as you begin to file into this room, you hear something from the west. Stepping down the hallway. Okay, there, Tyler.
Are you laughing at me, Tyler?
I just saw the greatest move in all of TTRPGs. Rebecca and I moved her tokens into the room, and I moved 1 square into the east, and she moved in 2 squares to the west. Patrick's like, you hear something from the west, and I see her token all of a sudden appear 1 square next to me to the east. In a brilliant display of reactive tactician.
It did feel and look a little Shaggy from Scooby-Doo-esque. Like, you're cowering behind Bradyard.
Oh man, that's the worst meat shield you could have picked. I barely have the meat to shield anything, but oh man, that was so perfect.
All right, I thought you were laughing at my perfect robotic footstep noises.
Oh, never.
Indeed, you see turning the corner here and spotting you all another one of these Azlanti automatons, these clockwork guardians. Destroy all intruders. But no, that is not it, because you also hear a second set of footprints.
Okay, thank you.
Another one
You said footprints, but I didn't know what kind of footprints you were talking about.
turns the corner. Destroy. There are 2 of these things. It's one more than last week.
It's double trouble.
Guess what time it is? It's time to roll an initiative turn.
Oh, it is
Clockwork Guardians ready to shoot you down.
Clockwork Guardians. They're mindless. Oh God.
So sorry, Tyler.
I got exactly 1 spell to cast, and then y'all are on your own.
Tyler, do you want to roll for Ascana? You want to play little
Sure.
Starfighter? Little
Sure. Yeah.
vampire action?
Yeah, why not?
Alrighty, you're not gonna like this, but she has a pretty good ice pistol, a Gelid Hail pistol. It is plus 15 to hit.
Whoa.
Yes,
That's awesome.
she's a little higher level than you, and it is 2d6 damage. I guess 2d6 plus 4 damage. Cold and piercing. We're going to use your initiative turn order. I do feel bad just 2 weeks in a row being like, yeah, you don't need to do anything.
Hey, it's karma for building a character the Tyler way.
What's the Tyler way?
Make sure it only does one thing. Only one thing.
Dross.
Blows up brains.
Good. Nikithi, do smarts good. I don't know what other characters I've made. This guy, brains.
You made a giant Vanguard. Big old Vanguard guy.
Yeah, that guy did stuff.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I didn't play a Vanguard. Are you talking about the Shield Solarian?
Yeah.
Devasho?
Solarian. I got them confused.
Yeah.
I got them
Devasho was
I
defense.
Felt so dumb. I called my Pathfinder game today. I called the kineticist an elementalist. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot what they're actually called.
Wow.
Because they do elemental stuff.
Hey, brave of you to admit it on a show that we air.
Yeah,
I'll cut that out. I'll cut that out right now.
Oh, he's got the power.
Cut it out right now. Let me roll my own initiative turn order. Natural 20 on the dice. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
It's bullet heck time coming at you. First things first. I see a Jamfram. I see a Zilix. I think you're getting shots. First to Jamfram. Swamp. 16 on the dice is a hit. Next to Zilix. Swamp. Super hit. 18 on the dice. Let's get it going. Accelerator rifle. Unfortunately, these do not have a whatchamacallit bonus on a crit. So,
oh no,
just bunch of damage. Bunch of damage. So, Jamfram, we are talking about. Prepare yourself. 10 points of piercing damage. And Zilix, a sight more. 14 points of piercing damage. That is their turn. They're going to stay here at the end of the hallway, about 45 feet from like the majority of the party, 40 feet away from our friend Zilix. And that's going to take us to Asher and Sky next. I know you moved to the back of the party, Rebecca, but you're first in the initiative before you guys.
All right. But I'm inside the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I need to leave said room. Or can I shoot from the doorway?
You can move to the doorway and shoot out it if you'd like. Yeah.
Okay.
Pop around.
I'll do that
here
with a trick, and I'll just sort of lean out the doorway and shoot at them. All right. CR 15 or lower on the trick.
Perfect.
And a 16 to attack.
Ooh. Well, the trick goes off. What's the range on the sonic pistol?
40.
I think you're just outside 40. Does that look like it? Here. Yeah. So that unfortunately is a miss.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You should have charged in full gusto, but probably not going to get shot because of your actions. So Zilix, though, we're on to you next. You took a pretty big hit here. You're in the line of fire from 2 of these things. What would you like to do, Drew?
Which is the one that shot me?
The one on the southern side of the hallway here.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna boost and shoot that guy right back.
Ooh, trying to trade.
Boost, shooting, boogie.
19 to hit.
Trade, you do. That is a hit against EAC.
All right, so that's gonna be 18 damage.
Okay. little more than trade. You do a little more on the crack back here as you empower your weapon and blast down the hall. Jamfram the Mighty is next.
Tis I. Well, let me review my ability here. Yeah. Let's see how this thing works. Okay. So a charge is 2 move actions. Is that correct? Or does
full action?
Sorry, no, a charge.
Oh, 2 movements. Yes.
Yeah.
Move
2
twice your
movements and
speed.
an attack. Okay. I mean, that does seem like the thing I'm gonna do. It did seem like they struggled a little bit once you got them into melee combat.
You got a lot of attacks of opportunity last week. I will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'll charge at the one that's sort of in here.
Okay.
And
That would provoke from the one that's a little far forward on the north side of the wall. Is that okay?
Does he? Yeah. I mean, I guess. Do they have weapons out or?
It's a punch. Their melee is just a slam attack.
Okay.
A punch attack, which I don't think he used at all last week because it's not as good as the range. So let's try that. But you do get a negative. Okay, well, I've rolled an 18, so it is going to hit. But you do get a negative because of the charge.
No, it's a negative to my AC.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes, that's what because it's attacking you right now. But I rolled an 18, so a little bit of bludgeoning damage coming at you, and by a little bit, I mean minimum 10 points of bludgeoning.
And good gracious,
attack time.
Yeah, so I take a -2 on this attack. Is my shield up right now? Okay, it just has no attack or no AC bonus. Okay. Yeah. So I slice with old longsword McGillicuddy with the -2, which I'm putting in. Attack. Natural 1.
You don't.
Natural 1.
We don't like to see that here. But I have good question mark news.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, good question mark news. I have a new fan submitted critical fumble that we're going to use from
question mark indeed
from our super fan Ilstrisvagen, who's been a Patreon supporter for some time and just submitted this, I think 2 weeks ago when we're recording it now. So probably 3 weeks ago when this episode comes out, and it's called Muggle Wop's Marvelous Mishap. A tricky goblin has tampered with your equipment. I don't know if we need to, name names here of which goblin it was, but a tricky goblin has tampered with your equipment, is now caused it to malfunction. Replace the effect of your normal weapon or magical attack with that of a wonder grenade. Let's look up wonder grenades.
Wait, sorry. Replace the effect with a wonder grenade effect?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, that could go a couple ways.
It could go very good.
Yeah, very question mark. Question mark indeed.
Let's get the credits one.
So just a reminder, there's a level 10 grenade.
Oh, great.
A wonder grenade with a range of 20. When it detonates, it releases a locus of magical uncertainty, which explodes into a strange effect once it makes contact with reality. When it detonates, which is just going to be right now, roll a D100 on the table. And if any of these I don't think would make sense here, I might boost it up or boost it down a little bit. But do you want to roll the D100?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me pull this up because I want the joy of knowing exactly how I'm getting screwed up.
Absolutely rolled the absolute best. 100.
Oh, yeah, this is the best.
81.
About 1,000 adorable, harmless, diminutive animals appear in the blast radius, covering the ground. This horde makes the blast radius difficult terrain, and at the end of every round, that area expands by 5 feet. Any item dropped or thrown into the area is knocked 1d4 squares in a random direction by the scrambling creatures and knocked again when the area expands. The horde expands enough to disperse after 5 rounds. Okay, cool. Cool.
We just type in cute animal and add it to the thing here.
So the blast radius, the radius is 20 feet. Wait, no. Sorry, what's the radius? 10 feet.
Yeah.
10 feet. So there's a 10-foot circle around me that's just covered with I don't know,
tiny little tribbles.
Tribbles. Yeah, look, that's the trouble with them.
Thousands of little tribbles. We're gonna use this kind of cute little alligator as the marker, and I'll set the locus here to 10 feet radius.
All right. Well.
So you see a magical explosion happen around your friend Jamfram, around these creatures, as thousands of like little, almost looking like plastic playthings pop up all across the ground and begin like skittering about. Thank you for that, Chris.
Thank you for not making that you chop off your own arm or whatever.
Yeah.
I need that arm. It's important.
If you roll a 96 to 100, it vacuum just explodes in this area. Like it turns into void and you take damage. Okay.
Oof.
So don't lose your weapon here. That's bad. And just a little bit of difficult terrain. Redacted, we are on to you, Miles.
Okay, so Redacted is not enthused to.
Yeah, I was about to say Redacted's Dante from Clerks right now. It's like, I didn't even want to come on this mission.
Yeah, I didn't even want to be here today.
7 damage. Try not to die. Jam on your way to the parking lot.
37 damage in a row.
That's the constant joke. The number 37 comes up so much in Pathfinder. I feel like in our campaign, it happens a lot, at least.
All right. I got to figure out what I want Redacted to do, because, Redacted is not enthused to be in this situation.
Well, you just made a brand new vehicle as well, and the hallways are too small for it here. It's really
is it, or is it just right?
No, it's too small, and you also don't have anything to carry the vehicle because spare parts is not with you. It's a worst case scenario.
I'm gonna hitch it on Zilix.
Let's go. What else? It won't fit in the hallway. It's 15 feet across now. The old space wagon. So yeah, what else do you have? What other tricks does Redacted have? Don't you just say pistol shot? Don't you do it, Miles?
I mean, you're twisting my arm, bud. Like, I don't want to. I want to do something dumb with my vehicle, but
Yeah, it's a shame.
Hey, how strong are these walls?
Very. Made out of metal cogs and magic.
Could they withstand a huge vehicle?
Probably. I mean, most of them, the exterior ones, have to, withstand atmosphere and pressure and like probably meteorites and stuff. So
yeah, when we get back to when we get to the base, I need to like create a little thing so I don't have to rely on ding dong parts. Yeah, and not a whole lot of options for old Redacted here. So I think I'm gonna have Redacted. Redacted's gonna pop Redacted's head out to survey the situation, visibly disgusted that once again is in a situation that Redacted does not want to be in. Takes aim at the robot next to Jamfram on the north.
Yeah, that one you got a pretty unobstructed view. Maybe I guess you're kind of shooting through Zilix here, but yes.
And taking a shot. It's 20 to hit.
20 against EAC is a hit. Even with
all right,
a little
9
bit of
points of damage.
9 fire. Okay, first hit on that one,
and then just proceeds to scooch back a little bit.
Okay, Radier, we're on to you, and also our new friend Oskana.
Oh, bad news! I'm delaying until right before Jamfram.
You're at the bottom of the turn order, so I wouldn't.
Well, I really don't have much of a choice.
I mean, do you want to move forward? Like this is the end of the turn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can do it now, or I can do it next turn. Either way, I have to change my position in the initiative turn order to be right before Jamfram.
Okay, right before Jamfram. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, because Wisp Ally only refreshes on my turn, and then it's the next attack that it affects, and I want the next attack to always be Jamfram's. So in this scenario, it would be I'm pretty sure Sky.
Pretty sure you can air a spell in Starfinder, yeah? That thing that you can do?
Yeah, but preparing and delaying, wouldn't it do the same thing?
Yes, but you get a turn next turn as well. If you just held until next turn, you only get the one turn.
See. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I think you can just
so if
wait
I can
until before Jamfram to cast it.
Okay.
What do you want to do with Oskana?
Does my ice pistol have range on this northern one?
A great question. Something I'll have to look up.
Because I would like to
range.
Take a shot.
Not listed here. So we're going to Google. The Gelid Hail pistol has a range of, you're not going to like this, Tyler, 20 feet.
All right. Well, let's.
She's moving forward a little bit.
Moving forward a little bit.
Be to 30 feet. So
let's move so that we're in the same kind of shot path as Jamfram. So we're not blocking. So, like, essentially, this northern one still has a clear line of sight.
Okay.
And since the southern one already has a blocked line of sight, we might as well just further obfuscate that line. And then we'll take a shot.
I think unfortunately you're still going to be like slightly outside of range, but at least not
it's a
3 out of range. Okay, so
you get a +1 if I'm not blocking the dude.
Boop. Ooh, so there you go.
Okay, well,
okay. Do you want to fight this one in the north?
Yes, please.
All right.
Shazwam!
Shwammy.
Oh no.
Oh hey, natural one.
Tyler, no.
Thank you for that +1.
More mini.
No,
more
Tyler.
mini animals. More mini animals.
Unfortunately, we're going to have you choose the official critical fumble deck from Starfinder or the fan fumbles. It could be any one of them except what we just did.
Oh, so if that one comes up again, you'll veto it?
Well, it's not added to the website. That was if you want to add more to our play, you can support us on Patreon and just send them in.
Let's do the we just did a fan, let's do an official.
Oh no, I dropped the deck. I'm so sorry. Rolled under my desk. Official critical fumble deck. Last card. This is both an energy and a kinetic damage. Which would you like to pick, Tyler?
Energy.
Damn. The energy is called Ground Blast. Attempt a trip combat maneuver at the same bonus against yourself and all adjacent creatures. Ground Blast.
All right. Well, I have no adjacent creature, so it's just
the shot hit the ground and made an ice patch right underneath Oscana. Oh, much better hit there.
13 and 15 is 28.
And that'll hit KC. Hits the ground pretty hard.
I'm the greatest NPC player of all time.
It's so high level, too. It's supposed to help you here. Okay, that's turn 1. Turn 2, we are back to the robots, and I've got great news for Jamfram. Jamfram, you get to make an attack of opportunity.
Oh, I love this.
This one to the north is going to move out first. So that's 10 feet, 20, 30 feet to move forward. It's moving past all these little critters.
Ooh, 28.
Ooh, almost. It seems like it would be a super hit, but it's a super amount of damage. That is
maximum for my sword. It's 21 points of damage. Yeah.
These guys, I think we discovered, have a little bit of DR, but oh boy, that's still a lot on them here. Slashing at this one as you go, springs and cogs falling off of it, but it still does move forward. And you can see a couple people peeking out of doorways here and a couple people right ahead of it. I'll roll randomly, see who this one's going to attack. Let's see. Asher has 1. Drew is a 2. 2 on the dice. Another shot coming at you, Drew, with only a 6. What's your KAC?
17.
Oh, yeah. Single attack. That is going to be a hit for a bunch of piercing damage. 13 points of piercing damage. This one right next to you, Jamfram, I think is just going to, I guess it can't step back in difficult terrain. Yeah, I guess it would try to attack twice then. These are both at -5. So two blasts with its integrated accelerator rifle. What is your KAC, Jabert?
26.
Oh, it happens to the best of us. 14 on the first attack is going to just be a hit, right?
Give me another one of those low rolls on the damage, please.
They're both -4, right? 2 attacks.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the 14 is a hit and a natural 1 on the crit hit. And these things are of an equal level, so they are getting a critical fumble card.
Let's see him.
Just our third crit fumble of the night here. And this is kinetic damage
scored by Yakety Sax.
Okay. Well, let me first do its damage here for the first hit, which is 13 points of damage.
Okay.
It has It's recoil. It is knocked prone, so I think it takes this point blank shot that just like pierces through your shield, but the blowback is enough to knock this guy prone.
Does he get carried away by small animals? Does he move 1d4 spaces every round?
too heavy for these tiny little.
But what about
duckies.
1,000 of them
working in tandem? It's like an anthill. No, but it is like covered in them, and it's like trying to wriggle itself free of them. Okay, so that is going to increase the size of the
Be free, my pretties. Be free.
I was just looking at it, but was it increases by 5 feet every
by
round?
5 feet every round? Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Okay, so then how it's a 15 foot like the hallways is just like it's pouring through the hallways like the blood out of the elevator in The Shining. Just hundreds and thousands of these little,
like tiny little otters.
Ooh, otters! They all took your form. They saw you as their mama.
Yes.
Okay,
Go.
that is the automatons, the Clockwork Guardians' turn. Asher and Sky, you're next. Rebecca.
All right, this one seems to have moved closer, so I'm going to strike out the doorway again.
Okay.
CR 11 or lower on the trick, and a 27 to attack.
Super hits. Yes.
All right. So that does 30 damage? 30 damage.
A lot more than that, because they are weak to Sonic, I believe. Or vulnerable
we
to
learned
Sonic.
that last week.
So
Yay.
45.
They're also flat-footed until the beginning of my next turn.
Awesome on the super hits. All right, let's not forget that. This one is immediately bloodied as you see, half of the springs making up its torso kind of untwist themselves and bounce out like his guts spilling out. All these big clockwork springs. He maybe does like his upper torso spins around a little bit and looks like it's kind of cocked at an angle. It is still alive. Technically, I guess not technically speaking, it is still active as we go on to Zilix the Eldrew.
We're going to the one that is bloodied, leaking oil, popping springs, whatever. We're going to shoot it and boost it.
Broken. Damaged, I guess. Shoot and boost. Boost and shoot. Ooh, natural
Only
3. Be nice if you had an episode reroll at this point, but right now all you got is the old level reroll if you want to use that.
Nah.
No one's used their level 6 reroll. Is that correct? That is correct. I've checked the math. Jamfram, we're on to you. You're fighting this one covered in thousands of little beasties. It is prone, is on the ground right now.
So that is, I believe it's a +4 to melee attacks.
I want to say it's just still kind of off guard. But let's double check these rules. That'd be real good. It was. Oh no, it is a -4 to armor class against melee attacks. Yay. Oh man, Starfinder's so good.
Well, I mean, it's mitigated by the fact that if you knock somebody down, you don't get to take the attack of opportunity when they stand up again. So this is like the first time and maybe the second time in this podcast that somebody has attacked somebody, or that one of us has gotten to attack an enemy on the ground.
I feel like prone happens a lot from critical fumbles.
Yeah,
I feel like it's attached to a lot of stuff. Well, right now we have 2 of the 8 people in this fight prone. It's like wow, right. Who saw that coming?
So if it offsets the negative, so
2 attacks.
I say we make 2 chops with a sword.
Yeah.
Sword chop. 19 to hit.
21 actually with Wisp.
21 with Wisp Ally.
Oh, the Wisp Ally saves you here. That is a hit.
Okay, for 19 slashing. Okay. And the second.
Try and do math in my head, but I am failing. So calculator, save me.
Pretend like it's 20 and then take 1 back.
I usually do something like that in my brain. Just trying to like
doing it today.
Figure out other things at the same time. Second attack. Let's get 2. Why don't you get 2? Oh
my gosh, it was so close to the 20.
But it rolled on the 20, then rolled over to the toot.
But at least it wasn't. You know what? I mean, you mentioned these rerolls. You mentioned these rerolls though.
Level reroll.
Why don't we do it? When am I going to have this opportunity again?
Level 7.
Level 7 is when I'll have this opportunity.
Your next one. No, you did better, but still a miss here.
Okie dokie. Well, that's my turn.
Okay, so that is your level 6 reroll, brought to us by our friends at Nord Dice. We can roll physical dice with this if we wanted. Don't have to. Did better, but not enough. Next up is Redacted. Miles.
All right. So Redacted will pop back out.
Bloop.
And take a shot at this person thing. Is that 24?
Another hit. Yeah, you want to attack this closest one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it is flat-footed. Got it out in the hallway here. That will take us. Yeah, it's really not doing too well. Pradier, we're back to your turn. Did you move out in the hallway?
Yeah, because technically I went before Jamfram, right? But so now it's
no
Oscana's.
I mean, yes, you went last turn, but it is your turn. It is.
Let's do Oscana. I'm just gonna shoot twice from the ground.
Okay.
Why not? Right? I don't want to waste a move action getting up when I can spend it zapping folks.
All right. The first deck didn't work too well last time.
I know, yeah. Well, I mean, we can't do that. Okay, 8 on the dice. We now have an effective plus 11, so that's only going to be a
19.
19.
Unfortunately, because it is both energy and it goes against Casey, but it is flat-footed because of Rebecca's trick against this one. So that is a hit.
Oh, all right. 2d6. We are doing
+4.
10 points of cold and piercing. So 5 and 5.
Okay. The physical side of it gets absorbed a little bit, but the rest of that going through the cold damage.
Second
attack. Yeah, another hit.
Fantastic. Another 2d6. Can I roll max damage? No.
That is exactly enough to destroy this thing. 5 hit points left as it explodes in a shower of springs across the room here. Okay, I'm just going to move you out into the void of space, my guy. Here we go.
Oh, no, not the void of space.
And that will take us to Pradier. Is there anything that you want to do?
Oh, just hang on. Just help out Jamfram.
On to this guy right next to Pradier. Pradier, you say you don't get an attack of opportunity, but because it is going to stand up on its turn, it is going to make a point blank ranged attack against you again. So you do get an attack of opportunity against this guy, just not at the +4.
Oh, that's me? Wait, no.
Yeah, Jamfram.
That's me. That's right. I thought you said Pradier. I was like, that's strange.
If I did, I was thinking of his last turn. I apologize.
I was like, I don't remember that.
With your sword, Pradier.
I
bring him down.
A 3.
Natural 3.
A 3 this time.
A miss. See if I can do better. He's going to once again try to attack you point blank. Didn't work great for him last time. It works great for him this time. A 17 on the dice. Point blank shot for 14 points of piercing damage. How's Jamfram doing? You're catching bullets.
I mean, I'm still in P at the moment.
Oh, excellent.
But it's really chonking through those SP pretty quick. So around 13 of them left. So
the horde of Wonder Grenade capsule machine toy creatures expands, threatening to take
my
over.
pretties fly.
In a matter of months, the entire moon of Galarion
is not, but
none of you seem to be concerned about this. You're still fighting these robots. You have to think of the horde. Asher and Sky, we're back to you.
All right, I'm going to come out into the hallway. Let me see how close I need to get. Okay, I'll stand next to Pradier and shoot at the remaining automaton.
Okay, a little bit of cover, and I think you just
There's nothing I can do about that, right? Like,
just got 40 feet. Besides getting much closer, not really. Jamfram is in the way.
All right, CR 11 on the trick and 14 on the attack. Womp womp.
6 on the dice is going to be a miss. Unless you want to use a level reroll. Level reroll time. Everyone uses it in this fight. No. Okay. Then that's going to take us to Zilix, Phil, Drew.
I'm shooting through everybody to try to get to this guy, right?
You're shooting through mostly Jamfram. Oscana is on the ground in front. Oh no, Pradier's in front of you as well. Yeah, you're shooting through some cover. Do you want to move forward, or do you want to just take that?
I'll take the. Well, how much? I mean, it's -4 to do that. That seems dumb to do when I can just move here and take a shot.
Yeah. All right, single shot. You've moved into the horde of creatures here.
I like creatures, so it's fine.
They're climbing up Zilix's leg. Up his tail. How improper. Okay. Well, we've got a hit with the Corona laser rifle. Is this 14 damage?
14 points of damage.
Okay, that is enough to break this one down below half its hit points. Jamfram, we're back to you, Gibert.
All right. I shall. It's a full move action to move to the side, isn't it? Yeah.
Taking any moves, yes.
Yeah.
Will provoke.
Well, then I guess it's time to just keep chopping this guy. So, a chopper in I shall go. Actually, no, I will align my shield towards him as my move action.
Nice.
And then I will strike with my longsword as my middle action. My main action. Standard action. That's the one.
Middle action?
Yeah. 27. Whee.
Hit.
All right. So 17 slashing.
Okay. Alrighty. Take another big chunk of springs and gears and cogs out of this thing as we go on to Redacted down the hallway here.
All right. So it's just the one creature, right?
One single clockwork guardian left, and about 1,000 small, harmless, and pretty adorably cute ones around your friend's feet.
That's around Jamfram, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's this little...
It's made it to Pradier?
It's made it to Zilix.
Or Zilix, I'm sorry.
And down the hallway there.
All right, so...
It's difficult terrain, mostly.
All right, Redacted will pop up a little bit and take aim at the clockwork creature. 22.
That is a hit, even with a little bit of cover.
7 points of damage.
Minimum damage, but all that getting through here. This guy's not doing too well as we go back to Tyler, Pradier, and Oscana.
Can Oscana do a seductive vampire crawl closer to the bad guy?
Yeah, she can move like 10 feet or so here, crawling.
Oh, move and take a shot. Staying low.
Still somehow out of range, but
gosh darn it.
The first range increment.
We're doing this for the fun. We're just having fun here. See, 3 on the dice.
Having a
you know what?
Time.
Book 6 reroll, right?
You want to use it
reroll
for
or
yourself?
not book 6?
Level 6.
Level 6 reroll. Pradier's never gonna need it, right? Surely.
I'm taking it away from you.
Oh,
I mean, I'm allowing you to use it. Go for it.
Yeah, let's do it. I just want to use it. Oh, darn it. Well, 8 actually plus 15. Yeah, it'll do it.
-2. Let's see. So 6 plus 15.
It's gonna be 21.
That is just a miss. You are shooting through Jamfram.
Oh, the cover! No.
Just a little cover is going to be enough.
Can I get advanced loan on my level 7 reroll?
Really
level 7 advanced loan reroll.
Be a little bit more combat effect.
Not in my hands, Patrick. You fool! You fool!
Anything for Pradier?
Pass.
We are back to the creature's turn. Jamfram, you can make an attack of opportunity because you see the coil on this thing's integrated arm begin to spin up as it goes to full auto mode.
Okay. I indeed will chop it as mightily as I'm able. 23.
That is a hit.
Minimum damage. 12 points of damage.
Not enough to stop this thing as it fills the hallway full of lead. You see some of these adorable creatures being just blasted through. And I'm going to make an attack against... what is the range for the accelerator rifle again? Okay. Everyone within 30 foot, which will be Redacted, Zilix, Jamfram, and Oscana.
Oscana's getting a little bonus from being... Yeah, she has a +4 to her armor class.
Well,
in addition to being behind cover. I mean, by which I mean behind me.
Yeah. Just blasting through. Okay. Unfortunately, it's a hit on... Well, actually, it is a -4. What is your armor class with the shield raised?
For him, 29. Because I've also got a bonus from the block special weapon property on my blade.
It is just a hit. The 17. I think I rolled a 30 with the full auto attack. Alex, your KAC is
17.
17. 7 on the dice is going to be a hit.
Come on.
This 9 is going to miss Oscana, and the 2. Miles, is your KAC 14 or is this incorrect?
That's incorrect. My KAC is 19.
Okay, good. The 2 is a miss. So roll damage. Jamfram, 10 points.
It's all the same damage, right? You just roll damage once, right?
Do you?
Yeah.
You have to roll attacks separate. Okay, then that's 10 damage. You and Zilix. That's it.
All right.
I rolled minimum almost. So
you survive another day.
Asher and Scott.
All right, I'll keep doing what I've been doing.
Okay. You want to move forward at all, or take a blast from the back?
No, am I within 40 feet?
You are within range, yeah.
Okay.
Shooting through some allies, but
I'll just stay where I am then. And that's a natural 1 on the attack.
oh
Beautiful.
no, Rebecca!
Oh no, Praetor's right next to you.
Record? Is this a record for our show?
You know, we've never had an episode where everyone has rolled a critical fumble, but we're pushing it. We almost have a full house, as it were.
Who hasn't had one?
I was about to say, Drew, Miles. Did you have one this episode?
I haven't, and I refuse to. So,
but all the cool kids have. All the Dead Men Roll No Crits folks have. Do you want?
You're not cool unless you pee your pants.
Do you want the official fumble deck or the fan-made critical fail?
Official.
I got it in my hand already. So this is a energy attack. Shuffle these cards up. Rang your own bell. Oh no. You take half your weapon damage and move 1 step down the wisdom poison track until healed. I think 1 step down is probably still latent. I'll look that up. But what did you roll for the damage here? 11. So you take 5 points of sonic damage.
Yep.
Alrighty. Drew, we're back to Zilix.
Zilix is going to boost and shoot.
All right. Get him. Get him, Drew.
No, get him is what Knack does.
You can get up too. If you roll high enough, you did not. You did not. 7 on the dice. It's going to be a miss.
Not any bonuses for anything, or
You got a very nice bonus that allows you to roll a d20 once per level.
Yeah, if you can, I don't know, if you could get forward a little bit. If I'm not providing cover to the guy, then you get a +1. But I don't know.
I could make this one a hit.
Doesn't help.
Jamfram, it seems like your teammates have mostly left you to take this equal level Clockwork Guardian on.
And what a show.
You say we've left him as if we're not trying to kill it, just unable to.
The rest of you really focus fire on that other one and did some super damage against the second. But yeah, this first one, it's a Jamfram battle. Pew, pew, pew.
That's why you roll twice. That was a 5 on the dice, 12 total. So you do it again. You roll better this time for sure. Definitely for sure. Natural 20.
Oh, that'll do that. That's a little bit better.
It's a little bit better.
What's that voice? I love that voice.
A little bit better.
A little bit better. Oh boy, Alexander W. Thank you so much for being a flanking buddies
Thanks,
on
Alexander.
our Patreon page. We appreciate everyone that supports at any level, and especially folks that want to listen to Dead Men Roll No Crit and other fun stuff that we post there besides that podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, critical hit. I don't know if he's going to survive this one. How much damage are we talking about?
That's what, 27 damage? 27 points of damage? I don't know if robots can bleed, but
They can often not.
Certainly can. Wow. Yeah. So so it'll be 27.
20. It had 18 hit points left. It is destroyed, and we're out of combat.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, this thing, now that it's dead and not moving, the thousands and thousands of Wonder Grenade creations swarm on top of it, and then when they dissipate and kind of like evaporate into the ether, the magical ether, you just see like one cog where the Clockwork Guardian used to be like spinning, and then like a top, and it falls over. Oh, right.
Amazing.
Out of combat, out of danger. Now that Oscana has come to her senses and not controlled by Tyler, she stands up. I don't know what I was thinking. I was not very good at shooting from a prone position. My apologies.
Jennifer, are you doing okay? Do you need any medical attention?
I say, no, I'm fine. And then I turn around and you can see just like all these like bullet holes in my back, and it's just all smoking.
Yeah, you look
fire alarm.
You look fine.
The fire suppression system like sprays on top of you, putting out these holes.
Yeah. I'm somehow still an SP.
Oh my goodness!
I have 3 SP left, and so
wow.
So
this thing was just point blank, just lighting you up, and you're like, I'm pretty good.
And they basically all hit. I was just like eating bullets, just like, but I do need a nap, so I'm gonna lay down in my pile of critters. And
they're gone at this point. Unfortunately, they disappear.
I lay down in them before they disappear. I want snuggles.
you do a trust fall with them, and then they just blink out of existence.
Yep, there goes my last 3 SP. All right, yeah.
Good times. We have good times here.
Well, now we can, while people are resting up, we can search this storeroom or this store.
Yeah, I forgot that's what we were doing.
I'm sure there are dozens of helpful items in there.
No, use all of your heals now and then waste them when you find like the healing station or whatever. Look at this room. Do you need to make a search check? I forget. Yes, at one point this was probably used to store very important equipment for the base, but yeah, it looks like most of the non-magical items as you go up to them just like crumble, like weapons made out of polymer, kind of plastic hybrid things just don't hold up. And so you're sorting through a lot of stuff that looks like it's okay, but you like slightly bend a gun and it like cracks in half and falls down a little bit here. You do find, though, it has some magical fusions on it, so perhaps that is why it has staved off the ravages of time. You open up a weapons case and see a magically enhanced accelerator rifle, just like the ones my favorite Clockwork Guardians are using. It has the Seeking fusion on it, I believe. So let me put that in the thing
Seeking
here.
fusion. What is the Seeking fusion?
That's where when you fire it, the Pokemon Seeking comes out of it and will do some sort of usually water-based stab attack on the enemy. I believe it just I believe it just negates partial or cover on enemies. But
I believe you are correct. Seeking negates any mischance caused by concealment, though it has no effect on mischances from other sources. So bending bullets around your cover, if you will. It's wanted.
Your bullseye.
The movie Wanted. But yeah, the main thing here that you got is this AG accelerator rifle, which is a long arm. The accelerator rifle is a level 7 weapon with a range of 60 feet. Mm-hmm. Got the automatic quality, does 3d4 piercing damage. Does anybody want to claim this right away? Pick it up, start using it?
Who's good at those things? Who's good at these hanky janky weapons?
It's a long arm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Zilix is, but he likes the weapons that he makes himself.
Yeah, those tend to be pretty good.
Praetor can carry. I can't use it without taking a -4, but I also can't do anything against.
You can't do anything else,
so like it's better than what I have been doing, I guess. So
yeah, it'd be a backup option. Yeah.
Wait, does Oscana have long arm proficiency? Because I can trade her the ice pistol for this.
No.
Dang it. All right. Well, Praetor will try to figure this thing out while we're moving.
You find a magical null space chamber, a bag of holding from space, if you will, and a diffraction cloak. Another, I think that's a hybrid item, but it is used for blending in. It is indeed a magic item, causes you to subtly shimmer and kind of warping nearby energy around you. Diffraction cloak is not the Heidi one. It protects you from cold, electricity, fire, and force damage.
Oh, that one's so good. Yeah.
If an attack dealing such damage hits your EAC, targets your EAC and hits. As a reaction, you can force the attacker to re-roll the D20 and use the lower results.
Yeah, that one's real good. It's like a eelhide jacket for like EAC attacks. It's so good.
Yeah. That sounds like a jam from that's a tank thing, right?
I hope it is. I hope so.
It is a once per day thing, but yes, it's pretty good. It's a
pretty nice.
Yeah, null space chamber with 60 small arm rounds, 300 long arm and sniper rounds, and 180 heavy rounds. The ammunition apparently kept up, just little full metal jackets. Towards the back of the chamber, you also find 4 magical explorer aeronaut suits, each of them with an iridescent spindle aeon stone attached to them.
Oh,
which one's the iridescent spindle?
What does that one do?
That's not the food one, is it?
Not. Well, the spindle, I'll double check. I think it might be
like protection from void, maybe. I don't remember.
I'm on it.
Which would be kind of a cool thing for a spacesuit. Like that's just like how it works.
The Explorer Aeronaut suit is a heavy armor that is plus 90 AC, plus 11 KAC with a plus 3 max dex bonus. And it has
spin. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it has 4 upgrade slots, but as an Azlanti piece of armor, 2 of them can only be used to hold Aeon stones.
An iridescent spindle negates your need to breathe.
Ooh, yeah. So kind of perfect for a space
exploration.
Well, let's see. Who else wears heavy armor?
I think you might be the kit and caboodle here.
Oh no! Oh, I guess I'll take it. Yeah, I'll throw my armor into the loot pile. My current armor.
Why don't you put all 4 of them on? Yeah, I mean these
looking like the kid in A Christmas Story with my arms stuck out the side.
If you don't want the armor, I can just put the credits in for you if you get back to sell these, because they're worth about 323 credits each. Each of these armor pieces. But yeah, this takes you about an hour or so to search through this room and collect things that are of value to you. But yeah, after that, after your 10-minute rest, indeed, are you guys ready to continue adventuring and explore?
So,
let's go.
As you move down the hallway towards this other door, Oscana kind of like buckles over. She grabs her oddly featured face that seems to be transforming. Says, "No, pain ahead. I feel pain. Something is wrong.
It's morbid time.
It's time to be continued." Everyone knew where I was going with that.
Yeah.
No one was surprised.
I was hoping you were going to say it's Morbin time, but
it's also
that's also time.
We will continue back with Moon Adventures, the Moon Ventures of the season 5 Viridian Colony folk here next week. Everyone, thank you for playing with me.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
Listeners, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you back here on the next episode of Costume and Crit. Bye-bye. So long. Good night.
Bye.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, the Starfinder role-playing game, and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.